Așa. Bun. Altceva? Stai să-ți dau stream ca să vezi. Păi... Înțeleg ce zici tu, dar nu mai am taste.
Îți recomand Shift-T și 4, că ăla se dă în rotație explosiv.
Păi 4 am Wild Spirits.
La fel de încet
Wild Spirits îl dai foarte rar și nu se pretează să-l pui pe 4. În sensul că îl dai foarte rar pentru că are cooldown mare. Și Wild Spirits poți să-l pui, de exemplu, pe o tastă obscură, gen Shift-K. Dându-l odată la... sau... nu. Dându-l odată la 2 minute, știi? Și pe 4 poți să pui ăsta, care îl dai în rotație.
Deci care erau alea?
Explosive Shot și... volei.
Pe care îl dau mai des?
Explosive Shot. Așa, și vezi că îți scriu acum explicația un pic.
Dă-l dracu, ăsta are portret cu el aici, că...
Păi tu n-ai avea?
E tasul, mă, nu e el.
Mani, Saita știe să tancheze sau a mai tancat aici sau a mai tancat în general în raid?
Da, asta ziceam, că eu când l-am recrutat pe Saita acum mulți ani, eu l-am recrutat ca tank. Specul principal e pe tank.
Bine, deci poate să tancheze.
Perfect.
Nu numai că poate, dar și știe.
Mai luăm și un Hunter atunci? Dacă vreți niște range?
Ce ai level agă? Sau ce nume agă?
Azi e Neptunon.
Nu este genul.
Poți să-mi dai sugestii că și pentru Saita și pentru Azi că nu-i...
Saita azi 10 minute și pe azi stai să încerc să-ți dau suggest.
Bun, clar.
A mers? Nu a mers.
Nu?
5 healers like that. No, 4. Pretty good. Okay.
Ideally we want to go 2 for 11 here, if we get to 10 or 11 DPS. 2, 3, 8 should be maximum for 3 healers. If we need more than 8 DPS, we should have 4 healers, 2, 4, 11 being the sweet spot.
I think
For this possible.
pretty close to that.
Also, don't forget Zuriel is technically 2 healers, so...
Yeah, right.
Alright guys, so let me start explaining here. There's a lot of mechanics. I'll start by explaining phases 1 and 2. If we consistently get to phase 3, then we can start talking about phase 3. Since there's a ton of information and there's no point in talking too much from the start. So phase 1, the main thing that we need to deal with here is that we're gonna have 4 debuffs on us when the fight starts, and we need to run those down to at least 2 or less. Ideally, what we want to do is we're gonna have I'm gonna use Manus as a tank for now, just for explaining purposes. So we're gonna have the 2 tanks with green and blue markers on top of their head, and then we're gonna have groups 1 and 3 and groups 2 and 4 assigned to the tanks. So 1 and 3 will be green, 2 and 4 will be blue. What you need to do is stand stacked with your tank. so with the marker that you are assigned to. That way the boss does a frontal AoE cone attack, which will cleanse 1 stack of your debuffs. Phase 1 has 3 sub-phases. Basically, he'll carve out 33% of the room that we need to move out of. We'll be going in order green, blue, and cross. So he'll be doing 2 cleanses per phase, per sub-phase. In the green sub-phase, groups 1 and 3 will be taking both cleanses. In the second phase, the blue group, so 2 and 4, will be taking 2 cleanses. And in the last phase, we'll be taking 1 green, and then we'll be swapping to 1 blue. So that's the first and foremost mechanic that we need to make sure we don't miss. The second thing is after we do a cleanse. When we do a cleanse, we're gonna spawn ads around the boss. So we need to kill those ads with AoE, get them down as fast as possible. On top of that, 2 random players will be marked with a circle around them. You need to move outside the raid so you don't kill the raid with those circles. We get 2 cleanse phases, so 2 ads on the green marker. Then everybody needs to start running towards the blue phase. I'll try and call that. We're gonna rinse and repeat there, and then we're gonna move to the cross. We need to get to the cross when the boss is approximately 80% or less. Depending on whether we have too much or too little DPS, we can call out stopping DPS or not. Other than that, once we get the boss to 70%, he'll pull all of us to the center of the room and then push us back to the edge of. What you need to do is instantly, so when you get the pushback, you need to start pressing the move forward key. So you move forward because you need to get back to the center of the room. When he does that, you cannot cast any spells, you cannot use a Warlock Gateway, you cannot use anything else other than your regular movement speed. The more debuffs you have, the slower you'll be moving. So if you failed at soaking, you're not gonna be able to make it to the middle of the room. If you don't make it to the middle of the room, that means you're gonna be dead, so you're not gonna progress to phase 2. We do have a fail-safe mechanisms. If priests are able to correctly soak themselves, the priests can pull together, can grip players to the middle of the room once they get there, since you get unsilenced when you get to the middle of the room. Alright, so let's recap a bit. Groups 1 and 3, we soak with the green marker. Groups 2 and 4, we soak with the blue marker. If you're not soaking, stand directly behind the boss, so we have easy AoE healing. If you get targeted by a circle, move out of the group. When he starts casting red shit on the ground, we start moving to the next marker. So from green to blue, from blue to cross. And last but not least, for the healers, in between the cleanses, he'll pull everybody in the air and silence us for 2 seconds. When he throws us back down, there's gonna be a raid-wide AoE damage. People need to be topped so they take the soak again from the frontal cone. When we soak, there's ads. Let's try and get phase 1 done before we progress in phase 2.
Just to make clear, want me to swap to healing and Seita to tanking?
Yes, please.
Cristi,
Nițu.
some water please.
Ia și eu.
Cine e Cristi?
Cryo am.
Eu.
Cristi,
Ok.
auzi la ei.
Cine-i Nițu?
Cristi.
Pa,
Ia
pa.
să zic și eu de acum Cristi.
Păi liniște că a intrat intangibil și ne vizorează.
Nu cred că e intangibil aici. Dar nu ne aude, bă, nu putem să ne jurăm.
Putem cu raid warning, cu scris, cu astea.
Ah, da, dați un ride warning.
Manis, ziceai de un hunter sau
I did suggest it.
n-am primit?
Mie nu mă bagă bulut în seama seara asta.
Vorbeam, nu eram... Bun, Conte,
Măcar
vezi
nici
că
range DPS.
pe Unholy trebuie neapărat să ai un talent pasiv care îți mărește movement speed-ul. Știi despre ce vorbesc?
Red Walk.
Bun, ai auzit explicația de mai devreme?
Nu.
Ah, shit.
Dar stai că nu e pasiv, e un talent care se activează. Prin
Când
viteză.
ce? Când se activează?
Când apeși pe el.
Pe buton, de ce nu va putea?
Dacă l-apeși înainte să ne tragă la 70,5% pe boss, e activ și când alergi. La fel și Druid Roar-ul e activ dacă îl dai înainte să ne tragă.
Când avem druid în rest, totul e bine.
Tocmai știu, dar n-am zis despre aia că n-aveam druid, adică...
Tu zici de chestia asta? Și să mi-l iau ca să scap din...
Da, eu zic să ți-l iei. Ideal ar fi ca dacă l-ai pe ăla, nu mai socuiești, nu mai sponezi iad, câștigând DPS pe boss.
Ok? Atunci... Vrei să am acces.
How are we doing the tanking? Are we swapping? Like, are we always facing him against the wall, or are we going side to side?
So, ideally and the easiest in order to avoid swapping too much would be just to face him towards the wall. So just let me reposition this green marker because it's a bit too close to the wall. So let's say somewhere around here. So tank the boss on the green marker and face him towards the wall. The first tank takes the first 2 soaks. When we move to the next marker, to the blue marker, the second tank takes both soaks. And then when we move to the third marker, which is cross, the green tank takes the first soak and the blue tank takes the second soak.
And we are supposed to soak 2 as well with the tank, right? The groups.
You need to to soak a minimum of 2, ideal 3.
Okay.
And groups 2 and 4, where did
Blue.
they start? On square?
So 1 and 3 start on green in front of the boss. Groups 2 and 4 on blue behind the boss. Don't spread out on the room, just stay close to the boss so it can be easy to AoE heal. When we move to the second marker, we need the blue groups, so 2 and 4 in front of the boss, and the green group behind the boss.
Okay. And who is main DPS? I just need to know this information.
We
What
don't
do you
know.
mean main
Bulaki.
DPS?
Bulaki is main DPS.
La cât îi dai?
Alright, so
Dai la Hunter, care au event.
I'd say let's try and get to phase 2 consistently before we learn phase 2. Let's not use any consumables. Like I said, phase 1 should not be a DPS check. If we're failing to DPS him in phase 1, then we've definitely got a problem with phase 3. So let's give it a few tries and see how that goes.
The movement is huge between this and the next one. If we got a warlock gate, we can put down. Okay.
will be your downfall.
Just reset if you can.
Run outside?
Yeah, run outside.
Less than.
Poate nu mai faceți asta.
So if we're tanking him here,
Jenkins.
are we going to blue or red next?
We're going blue and then red.
Yeah, that's fine then. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Can you... Yeah, that's good.
So, guys, always follow your markers. Groups 1 and 3 will start on green. Groups 2 and 4 slightly to the side on blue. He's gonna do the soak free soon after the pull, so make sure if you're groups 2 and 4, you don't take the soak. If you're groups 1 and 3, you need to start on the tank as we pull. Ideally, to avoid moving, let's do a misdirection pull if that's possible.
No.
Is there any questions?
Can group 2 and 4 just go to blue now?
Yeah, but blue shouldn't be starting there where he is right now.
You won't have range.
What?
Okay, so when do we go to that spot?
So basically, after the boss is pulled and he's sitting in position, you move behind the boss with group 2 and 4.
Și unde îi dau misdirect?
Nu trebuie.
Oh, okay, so I'm tanking second. That's fine.
Alright, let me do a ready check. And let's do one, we'll see how this goes.
Vanished. Yeah.
Zuri? Everyone's ready. Let's pull in 10. Groups 1 and 3, make sure you're stacked with the tank. Tank, don't fucking move before the pull.
5,
Don't be an
4,
idiot, please.
3, 2, 1.
Let your penance speak it. 3, 2, 1. Confess your sins, lest they
Okay, AoE's down, please. Rocky ads, don't move the boss, don't move the boss, please. Move out if you've got the arrow above your head.
Your vanity will
Pop the
cost
raid
you
after this. 1 and 3 go back into the position in front of the boss.
cleanses the soul.
AoE down the ads. Okay, start moving towards blue. Start moving. Blue tank, take the boss. 2 and 4, move in front of the boss. Green groups, move behind the boss.
Your sins, lest they
AoE down the ads.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
And let's stop healing and wipe.
Confess your sins,
Aici.
lest they consume.
Let's just wipe, guys. If we don't make it with everyone alive in phase 2, it makes no sense.
I agree, but combat res someone that can res. Like, a healer.
You don't need to do that. You're spawned right in the
Okay, okay. I didn't know the
There's no running.
recoveries. Okay, I didn't
There's
know.
no running.
They were expecting wipes.
And basically at this point we need to move to the cross and have the boss on 50%. Alright.
Bă, cum mutam fereastra aia de BM de yards?
Drag and drop.
DBM on lock.
So yes,
No,
that's
DBM.
actually that's a perfect question, Issa. It's because when the green marker is down, the green group needs to soak. When the blue marker is down, the blue group needs to soak. That's why they're the same marker. And cross means that green is first soak and blue is second soak.
Definitely need to use some cooldown to get to blue.
I'll try and call it 3 or 4 seconds before he does the ravage, so we can have time to move. But everybody needs to be ready to start running towards blue, because basically you have like I think 6 or 7 seconds to get to there.
Why don't we put down a gate? Nice.
Sure. We're just gonna have to do the exact same thing again from blue to cross. So if people don't time it right, it's the gate won't help. Let's do another pull. Let's try and get to cross this time.
I have one more question, please. So if you have the arrow On your head, what you do?
You move outside of the group, just 4 or 5 yards. You have a small circle around you. It's not a big one. And after you move out, you get hit. You move back into the group.
Okay.
Thank you. Waiting for Saita to be ready. Saita, are you here?
I'm here back, sorry.
Deathwing?
Mi-am luat restart acum, mă logheze. Da.
Deathwing, Manis?
Da.
Stop slacking.
Un minut, băieți. Sunt cu loading screen, sunt logat imediat.
Say when ready.
Eu sunt gata.
Full intent?
Exact.
5,
Bă, dar
4,
nu...
3,
ciudat.
2, 1.
Your pride will be your downfall. 3, 2, 1. Pain cleanses the soul.
First up. Hands are up. Moving down the ads. Move out with circles if you have that. Top the raid after this one. Second silk incoming. Get back into the positions. Group 1 and 3. In front of the boss. Stack on your tank.
Cleanses the soul.
AoE down the ads now. We need to start running in 4 seconds. We're running now.
2.
Finish off the ads. Okay, groups 2 and 4 in front of the boss. 1 and 3 behind him.
3. I need to get to 1. Pain cleanses the soul.
AoE down the ads. Need to top the raid after this one. Groups 2 and 4 back into position in front of the boss. 2 and 4 in front of the boss. AoE down the ads.
Four, three, two, one.
We need to start moving. We need to tank it on the edge here. Groups 1 and 3 first soak. Right now in front of the boss. AoE down the ads. Okay, after this one, we're in front of the boss, and groups 1 and 3 behind him.
Confess your sins. Let's go.
And we're about 70% equal. This is when we needed to transition.
4, 3, 2,
Da, e după, am stat și
They're in my castle, pests.
Okay, let's just wipe and go again.
Și muriseră și băieți, nu? Dacă îl tocamți. Da, muriseră și niște băieți.
No food, no flask.
Da, corect. Dar ăsta, adică markerul ar trebui să fie că fără food, fără flask. Dacă dăm lejer faza 1, înseamnă că cu food și flask avem o șansă în faza 3.
Oh, nice.
Adică, în mod normal, fără food și fără flask, ar trebui să dăm faza 1, să ajungem la 72% când mergem de la blue la cross și atunci sigur îl dăm jos în faza 3. Cam astea-s
Sunt
markerele.
convins că lumea acum așa adaptează cooldown-urile pentru fiecare asta.
Evident. De asta zic, n-are sens să dăm cu food și flask până nu învață toată lumea mecanicile.
Dă cineva un mountain de fer.
E la intrare.
Da, Luca.
Unde se intră?
Pe cal. Nu-l văzusem, adică e la intrare și nu vedea nimic.
Bă, să intră, auzi la el. Ștrengar.
Deaths.
Blue, vrei să mă mut și eu mai AOE?
Nu mi se pare că mor azi greu. Mi se pare că bossul nu ia de mi suficient.
Ok.
Eu am mai dat un pic să fac AOE, dacă restul de AOE pot să mă focusez eu mai bine pe ones.
Păi dacă vrei putem să facem noi switch.
Isa, you died from feeding time. Feeding time means the arrow on top of your head or the circle around you. So you either were not topped if you got the arrow, or someone else killed you if you didn't have the arrow and someone else moved with the arrow next to you. Then it means you were not topped.
Saita, next time at the first phase, taunt after the debuff, after the cast, not before.
2 tries we will have this without the flasks.
What do you mean, sorry?
You taunted earlier before the debuff cleansed in my group, and the boss switched around.
No. I ripped aggro.
So you need to do more aggro, Redbit. Alright, let's do another ready check. And let's get to cross successfully and get transition phase. Everyone's ready, pull in 10.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let your penance. 3, 2, 1.
Nope. Heads are up. Give the heads. Fuck if you've got the circle or the arrow.
Your vanity will cost you.
Okay, top the rate after this one, get back into positions. Green group, soak it. Heads up, AoE them down. Move out with the circles, guys. Move out with the circles. Don't go crazy.
4,
We need to start moving now. Dot up the ends. Top the raid. Blue group, soaking first. Regroup behind the boss.
Cleanses the soul.
Going down the end. Walk in the circle.
Bă, dar nu se mișcă nimeni.
Your vanity will
We need
cost
to
you
top
everything.
twin for Twin for soak.
Cleanses the soul.
AoE down the ads. About if you've got the circle. Good job.
My root cannot be challenged.
2, 1. Special code.
Start moving.
Rid my castle of these pests.
Push 1 and 3 first.
Confess
Two
your
in front,
sins,
1 and 3.
lest they
AoE down the ads. Twin 4 next after the blood price.
It's a master debt you can.
Regroup soaking. Regroup behind.
Cleanses the soul.
And we should just focus on the boss right now, just see the target, push the transition. Move out of the raid if you've got the circles.
4, 3, 2, 1. Special code.
Rid my castle of these pests.
And we're pretty close, but we still need to push the DPS a little more.
We died. Cleansing pain. Did I do something wrong?
We're definitely missing healing because the raid's not topped. So if you soak and you're not, there's 3 AOE spells happening on this first phase. 1, when the boss takes us up and we're silenced, we fall down, we take AOE damage. The soaks take AOE damage. The ads do AOE damage. So if we're not topped before the soak or before the arrow people get marked and hit, we die. So if you died from cleansing pain, that means you were not topped when the soak happened. So is there a possibility to rotate healing cooldowns, 1 per platform, for after the blood price? So basically what needs to happen is we get pulled up into the air with blood price, and then when we land down we need a healing cooldown. That's gonna happen 3 times, 1 for each of the platforms. Can we rotate healing cooldowns for that?
Sure can. My cooldown is 2 minutes, so I can easily do phase 1 and phase 3. So green and red.
I'll do 2 then.
Okay.
Yes, everyone can do phase 1 because it will be up until we drop down, right?
Make sure you have warlock candies, take them if you don't, use them if you're low, just before the soak. Everyone's ready, pull in 10. Green group first.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your pride will be your downfall. Confess your sins, lest they.
Heads are up. Take them down. Move out with the circle. Don't kill the raid.
Your humans a master debt you can.
Blood price, get back into position to regroup soak.
Confess your sins, lest they come.
again. Not the ones behind. We need to start moving. Now.
Oh. Fucking Warlock.
Group soak. Group soak now. First wave of ads. Moving them down. And we can just safely wipe this because we still have ads from the first phase that are gonna AoE us down. So just stop healing.
You can. 3, 2, 1.
We need to make sure we kill all the ads from the first phase when we move to the next one.
Eu nu pot să las totul. Stau să dau în ei. Deci dacă mai rămân...
Did you think you could win?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Exterminate this vermin. De la că bat toată la repede înapoi, că apar alții într-un loc. Se dau în toți. Erau pe margine. Și cam ăia rămân.
Nici eu nu pot să lupesc pe toți, dacă sunt
De-aia
pe
e foarte important să stea lumea stacată și să iasă doar ăia. Și... Na, unul stânga, unul dreapta.
Problema este că azi ies față de poziția bossului, nu a playerului.
Nu?
Bossul nu s-a mișcat niciodată.
La care am
văzut
nu mai
că
pune portalul.
ies câte două, unii în stânga, unii în dreapta, nu cred că
Da,
contează.
mersi, ești un scund.
Ok, nu știu ce l-a pus, nu mai pune.
So, the ads spawn from based on the boss's position. So the only way to improve that is if we tank the boss closer to the wall. If you want that, if you think that's gonna help. That's the only chance we got. So if we all back up a bit and we tank the boss closer to the wall, then the ads might spawn less far away. But that's the only thing that matters. Otherwise, the player's position don't matter to when the ads spawn.
Da, nu știu. Dacă e roșu, dau în el.
Zuri?
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
I need like 40 seconds, please.
Ce două portale, mă, frate?
Odată ce...
de cooldown când ăla nu mai...
Păi și eu îl folosesc ca să mă mut la blue. Eu așa folosesc portalul.
Și ți ajunge unul sau
E
nu?
pus, mă.
Da, mi-ajunge unul.
Atunci e ok, poți să faci liniște.
Ok, perfect. L-am văzut acum portal.
Dar nu puteți să puneți un portal și de acolo, de la albastru către gros?
Nu ai cum să-l folosești.
Ai cooldown,
prea
doar
scurt
dacă
timpul.
poate trebuie la... Am înțeles.
Îl pun după teleport și dacă mai e bun, aia.
Adică pentru cine nu-l folosește pe primul, e bun al doilea, dar nu poți să le folosești pe amândouă. Ar cam trebui să poți să... În mod normal, ar trebui să avem ori roar de la druid, ori personal speed cooldowns. Ok, let's try again. Ok, ready check? Zuri?
Yes, I'm back.
Good. Awesome.
Sorry for that, apologies.
No worries. Isa? Okay, everyone's ready. Pull in 10. Green group first.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let your penance begin. 2, 1.
First up. Heads are up. Follow the circles. Good job.
Vanity will cost you everything.
So again.
2. Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Hands up.
I'm disconnected.
Okay, let's keep going. We need to move in 3 seconds. Start moving.
3,
Pick up the boss.
Exterminate this
So,
cleanses the soul.
after up. So again, after the blood price. Personal healing cooldowns.
Cleanses the soul.
BUEDS down. Move out with the circles, move out with the circles, move out with the circles. BSD, come on.
4, 3, 2,
Okay, we need to move.
Exterminate this vermin.
Green group first.
You don't have the green group time?
I know, but just green group so.
Cleanses the soul.
Single target non blue group next so. Single target, ignore the ads.
It's a master debt you cannot. Confess your sins, lest they curse.
Just single target on boss. Let's see if we can push it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Special code.
You're in my castle, pests. It is
Okay,
time.
now we're gonna get to the middle. You're thrown back, just run to the middle of the room now. Just run to the middle of the room, don't do anything else.
Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
4, 3, 2, 1. Phase 2.
Okay, good job. So, phase 2. Just look at the map. There's gonna be a cross. I'll explain this. The boss is on one of the sides. We always move to the side where the boss is at. Look at the ads spawning in the back and on the side of the balconies. I'm gonna have to explain that. For now, we can just have always ads are priority here. We don't have a second tank, so the first tank will just get eaten up by the sword.
Are we gonna rescue him, by the way?
No, because he's disconnected.
No. Oh, okay, yeah.
If he's
That's
back, we
the
can
main
rush
thing.
him because his corpse dropped here.
So, for ranged DPS, always focus the ads on the balcony. So that's good. Now we need to go through the red mirror in the back. So when we get wounded, we run through the mirror to the other side. After it explodes, we need to go back inside the mirror to teleport to the other side. Let's just stop healing right for now, and I'll fully explain this phase.
Carve screams from their flesh.
And this is Massacre, which you need to dodge.
Pardon me.
Scream for me.
He killed me. Such a fucker. He's a fucker.
Just stay in the hand of destruction, and let's run quickly. We've seen almost all mechanics in phase 2.
Handle this filth.
So, what was
Yeah, this guy is an Aztec.
You can just release and you run back here.
Tell me when
Alright.
the fight so I can log in.
Yeah, you can log in.
Okay, so for phase 2, as you've seen, the map is in a cross-shaped position. What we need to do is the boss will be at the entrance of one of the sides of the cross. It's gonna be random. It's not the same time, the same leg of the cross. we need to move to that position. That's where the first wave of ads are going to spawn. In this phase, completely ignore the boss until all of the ads are down. So we need all ranged DPS to focus on the ads that are on the balcony that melee cannot reach. As a general direction, it's easier if we do it this way. When at the back, at the end of the cross, there's a red mirror, there's a red gate that you can cross through. Always when we say left and right is as we're looking at the mirror. So when we're looking at the mirror, there's a left side and a right side. We always start DPSing the ads on the left side. So all of the ranged will start DPSing the ad on the left balcony. When that is down, they will DPS the ad that is on the right balcony. For melees, there's also going to be two ads. Start DPSing the one on the left and then DPS the one on the right. It's imperative that we single target as much as possible because the ads do AoE damage and we prefer having ads die quicker than just more DPS spread out. When he pulls us in, so ideally also for the tanks, ideally you want to tank the boss pretty close to the mirror to where the end of the cross is, but you can hug him with the melee ads so we can cleave a bit with the boss as well. When he pulls us in, that's called Hand of Destruction. We need to run through the mirror, which will teleport us to the other side. After the explosion is done, we go back through the mirror in order to finish off the ads. We need to repeat this for all of the four corners of the cross. So we need to do this same thing for all of the four sides. Comparing to where it starts, that's going to be position number 1. The opposite will be position number 2. Then as we exit, we move right, that's going to be position number 3. And then opposite again, that's going to be position number 4. On top of ad clearing, the next mechanic is, I think, let me check the exact name. So there's gonna be 3 people that are getting targeted. That's called Impale. So 3 people will get targeted. They need to, and you'll see arrows on the ground, so the sword will move from one player to the second and then to the third. Those 3 people need to move out of the raid in order to not hit everyone or not hit anyone else. Ideally, those people with Impale need to move to the left of where we are, because if you remembered, we are killing / clearing the ads on the left side first, so we make a little room there, and then we move to the right side of the cross platform. On top of that, as you've seen in the end of our wipe, we had the sword making big red lines across the entire room. That's Massacre. That one-shots you. You need to make sure you dodge that. Let's make a quick recap. Priority number 1 in phase 2 is surviving. Priority number 2 is ads. And priority number 3 is moving Impales outside of the group. Once we've done all that, we can also focus the boss. I'll be calling when we have no ads and we can focus the boss. If we get the boss, if we kill all of the 4 waves of ads, or we get the boss down to 40%, we're gonna transition to phase 3. Whichever happens first. So ideally we wanna have all the ads dead and the boss at close as possible to 40%. So, any questions so far? Phase 2 is by far the most difficult phase on normal difficulty. Let's start using flasks, soils, and food so we can make sure we progress to phase 1 consistently. Let's use personal food. I see everybody's using food. I will put feast down from the next try. Any questions for phase 2?
We we'll see. We need to get further into it.
Awesome. So let's do a ready check. Saita? Waiting on ASD and Saita.
Mihai?
ASD, are you here?
Zice că nu merge ceva, dar n-am uitat.
Nice moment. After I've used my food and flat.
He left the raid, he cannot see the chat.
Any reason or just put off?
He's still on Discord.
No, he ran outside and left the raid.
It's a healer?
No, he was a hunter.
Then go.
Did
go,
someone
try.
told him something? V-ați luat vă unul de el?
No.
Guys, let's go. No more drama. Life is short.
Da, chiar
Everyone
e
ready?
aici, pur și simplu.
Full timer in 10.
Să fi săturat de atâta DPS meter.
5,
Probably switch one healer to DPS
3,
after that.
2, 1.
Your pride will be your downfall. Cleanses the soul.
Green troops up. Heads up. Good job.
Your humans
Let's
amassed
rise.
a debt you
Pop
cannot.
us up. Back to position. Green troops up.
Confess your sins, lest they curse.
Heads up. Go out with the circles. And we need to move in 2 seconds. Start moving.
Nathria, exterminate this vermin.
Move groups up next.
Confess your sins, lest they curse.
Hands up. AoE them down.
Your humans amassed a debt you
So,
cannot.
yeah.
Confess your sins, lest they curse.
Jump.
4,
Start moving.
2,
Start
One.
moving.
Nathria, exterminate this vermin.
Green group first. Green group first. Stay in front of the boss. Stay on the tank.
Cleanses the soul.
Heads up. AoE these down. Blue groups up next. Green group behind.
Vanity will cost you
Make sure to hug your tank. Single targets from now on. Ignore the ads.
Nathria, exterminate this vermin.
And one dead.
I think so.
run to the middle.
On your knees.
Bogdan, question. When we stack, how much on top of the boss on the thing do you need to stay? Is it right on top, or can I be like 2-3 yards away?
It's the cleansing pain is supposed to be 6 yards. So
Ah,
you
okay.
have a little leniency, but not much. So the boss is on this side. Everybody start DPSing the left side ads. So ranged on the left ad, that's gonna be skull. And melee on the left melee ad, which is gonna be cross. Okay, good job. Now next set of ads, right ads. Start DPSing the right ads.
Scream for me.
We get pulled in, run through the mirror, run through the mirror, run through the mirror. Okay, run back through the mirror now. Impales, stay behind, impales, stay behind. So if you've got a red arrow, just stay behind, move after. Now finish off the ads.
Memoria, carve screams from their
Dodge the swords on the ground. Make sure you dodge those. One shot you. Instead. And now we can DPS the boss here.
Aski, I think your microphone is under your nose and you're breathing it in.
devoted apostles. Handle this filth.
This motherfucker has a badass sword.
I cut you down.
Can't steal his sword.
Don't you?
So after this, we just DPS him in this phase?
No, so you have about 10 seconds to DPS him, depending on how quick the ads die. Then we switch to, so that's one of the 4 sides of the cross. We need to do this same thing 4 times before we switch to phase 3.
Stai still.
Stai un puțin cu ăla.
Cu Lucky
Deci
Full și
oameni,
puneți
da.
arată rău că câștigăm mult boss pe alt. Nu te mai vârti, futut.
Ce?
Exact.
So let me fix the comp a bit.
Mai dați și voi clip, care mai sunteți maniți și...
Imediat, stai să dau să termin cu asta.
Make sure you don't pull the boss, don't run into close. You can go through the entire room on the side, just don't go
Ghiocel
through
a
the
plecat.
boss.
Mersi, Ghiocel. Ești un scump. Știm că vrei summon, dar te rugam să pui televizorul înainte să dai TP.
Hai tu și schimbă-ți.
Păi stai să mă summonez.
It's too far away.
Go ahead. I have I'm having trouble hearing you. I'm hearing you very, very poorly. Isa.
It's like your microphone's on the other side of the room. Main who wants main? Și mă duci tu un pic. Trebuie.
I'm just checking the deaths. So Conte, it seems like you took one soak too much. Yeah, if you ran out of stacks, then you get instantly killed on the soaks.
We
So if
shouldn't
you take,
go to soak more.
so if you soak too much, you should be left with one stack at the end of phase 1. So if you're at 0, then you cannot soak anymore.
Okay. That must be the problem.
And if you run into troubles doing that, stay with 2.
Staying 2.
2 debuff stacks. You can still make it to the middle with 2 debuff stacks. And also, you know, when he's just when he's at 70.5% and he's just about to teleport to the middle, you can click your speed increasing buff, which will persist through you running towards the middle.
Okay.
All right. Ready? Check.
Oh no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Oh, wait.
Maybe I'm not the only one, but it's I mean, I did this 2 times. But it's a good advice.
He has 4 healers. We're already having trouble keeping people up. Let's do one more try like this, and then we'll get one more DPS. Everyone's ready. Pull in 10.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Yep.
I'm here.
You will answer for your arrogance.
Regroup first.
1. Cleanses the soul away.
Are we down yet? What if you have the circles?
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot.
Regroup.
Cleanses the soul.
Are we down yet? Start moving. Start moving, guys.
Exterminate this vermin.
So now?
Confess your sins, lest they curse. Your vanity will cost you
Up again, next.
3, 2, 1. Cleanses the soul.
Start moving.
3, 2, 1.
Exterminate this vermin.
Oh crap. That was bad. My bad. My bad. I called it wrong.
Thank you for that.
My bad. I missed out the calling there.
Your hubris amassed a
So
debt
next,
you
or if you
cannot.
have 2 stacks,
Confess your sins, lest they curse.
Well,
Be challenged.
4, 3.
It is time.
Res?
not now, not now. Run to the middle.
Fall to me on your knees. Surrender and I will grant you a merciful end.
4, 3, 2, 1. Phase 2.
After we fall down, his corpse will fall down, you can res him then. Look where the boss is, go behind him. Everyone on the left side adds. Melee on melee adds. Ranged on balcony.
Cut you down.
Good job. Right side adds ranged. Locked up the arrows, guys. Don't get hit by the arrows.
Scream for me.
Okay, through the mirror now. Go through the mirror. Go back now. Stay behind if you have the arrows. DPS the boss now.
The warrior carves screams from their flesh.
Dodge the swords. Just focus surviving here, don't get hit.
I cut you down.
Shut through the mirror. Stay on this side. There's gonna be ads on this side now. Same thing. Left first.
Devoted apostles, handle this.
Go to ads. Ranged on balcony, left side.
Scream for me.
Dodge the swords now. Stay alive. DPS is not so important here. Staying alive. Through the mirror. And back. You can finish off the ads now. Watch out, impales. Move out of raids.
I cut you down.
Good job. Focus the boss now.
Scream for me. Warrior, massacre these weapons.
Dodge the swords.
Come on, feast upon these meddlers. Scream for me.
Okay. Left side. Come with the boss. Mirror now. The mirror. As we exit, go right side. Keep moving. Keep moving. Go to the right side. Ads first. Ads always first. Let's go to the mirror now. Stay here if he has the ads here.
The warrior carves screams from their flesh.
Res tank?
Yes, please.
Scream for me.
No more ads at balcony in this place?
No, no. The tails move out.
Can you raise a tank, please? Some DK or something?
Okay, phase 3 is starting now. See if we got too much DPS on the boss. Ads first. Ads on the side.
Very well. You shall have it.
I'm over by the
Wait
mirror.
with him. Big circles move out of the raid.
Coming to res you.
Sacrifice up on Husky.
Tanks, you need to move the boss to one of the edges, one of the corners. All the raid needs to stand behind him because he's gonna do a knockback. Don't get thrown off the ledge. There you go. Big circles out.
Res again?
We've got no res. 2 minutes now.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Dodge the sword. out with the circles. Move out of the circle as far as possible to the other side. So, if you can, okay, perfect.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, move out of this triangle, move out of the red thing. That's gonna be the same as P1, just 1/3 of the move. Okay, we can wipe now. Alright, so tanks, if you see where I am, this is the corner where I'm speaking about where the tank, where the boss needs to be tank. So just in between the two of the crosses, that's the corner.
On the red jewel, right?
Yes, let me try and put a purple marker pretty quick. Like that's one of the corners that the tank should be staying on. And then it's gonna make it easier, so since we're using the inner circle, so we can out of the 1/3 of the room that's being shattered away. That's a nice fight.
Dani grea, nu se pare.
Yeah, but let's just kill him because now we see the fight. No point in having
Is
fun.
everyone else lagging like mad here?
No, I think it's only you.
Bă, a dat ce peste tanci, mă, de-aia mă, așa departe.
600.
Okay, so the option we have right now is...
Dă-i și peste blue bit.
Manis, go ahead, please.
The options is either go DPS or either go tank and Seta goes DPS. What do you want?
Well, which one of you is a better DPS?
Because I would say Seta, I think, deals more
Probably
damage.
Seta, but at the same time, Seta already has some tanking done on this boss.
Yeah, let's just switch Manis to DPS. It's gonna be easier. I think, and honestly, to be 100% sure, we were about I think 4 or 5% below the DPS marker for the last phase, because on the last phase is gonna be the exact same thing. He makes 1/3 of the room red, then the second third, and then the last third of the room. So obviously it's a DPS check. We were below the marker for the DPS, but I think if everybody stays alive until then and we know what to do, that's just gonna be a kill. So I'm not too worried about DPS lacking right now.
Got the DPS back, who's back this time?
One question, Saita, what killed you this time? I mean, did we do something wrong as healers?
He's turning his ass to the mob when he's surrounded by the portal and you get the shot.
No.
Also, the last try I had my...
Let's
Sorry.
answer this. Sorry.
Yeah, so shut up. I got gripped, which then stopped me going through the fucking mirror. So I got hit by that. And then the second time I got confused when you said to tank him on the corner, figured out what I was doing, and then as I was positioning him, he did the knockback and knocked me off the platform.
So I'd say anything that happened in phase 3 shouldn't really count because we haven't discussed that yet. So obviously that's I don't see any issues there. I just wanted to get to phase 3, so it's obviously easier to explain everyone what to do when you know we're actually there and you see it with your own eyes. So I really have no issues about what happened in phase 3.
Store personal food.
Let's put a feast down, please. Asking.
Simțiți skill-ul cu fistul?
Da.
Dago, please. TV.
It's up, it's
Avem
up.
TV inside. We have TV inside.
We have a TV at home.
We have TV at home, yeah. I left the room, I don't know why.
The TV at home el a făcut decest, din păcate. E cu tub și cu lămpi.
I'm gonna need to wait for Mighty to get. So you're
He's
in
on
Discord,
Discord,
right, Mighty?
yeah.
Awesome. So let me do a quick recap for you, Mighty. So we're gonna have to do phase 1. Moving across the room, we're gonna start at green marker on the floor, then move to the blue marker on the floor, and then move to the red cross marker on the floor. Since you're in group 3, that means that you're group 1, which is green group. So you'll be always stacking with the green tank, with the green marked tank, which is red bit, for soaking. In the first area we stay in, we're gonna soak 2 times on green. Then we move to blue group, so 2 and 4 will be soaking. Soaking means staying in front of the boss 2 times. And then when we move to cross, we're gonna have green soaking first, blue soaking second. Alright, let's do a ready check. Trebuie să scrollezi mult, Cătă.
Trebuie să te ridic dau mai jos de 5?
Mult mai jos.
Ah, ok.
Dar cum eram mult în core?
Bulachem,
I'm here.
are you ready? Full in 10.
Bye.
So green group soaking first, stay on top of your tank and in front of the boss to get the soak. Blue group stay behind the boss. First soak. Heads up, AoE the heads. Circles move out of the group. Okay, after this, green group soak again. Stack on top of your tank and soak.
Confess your sins, lest they
Heads up and AoE them down. Get ready. Start moving now. That's where we're moving. Blue group soaking now. Green group behind boss. Circles move on the group. After this blue group soak again in front of the boss on your tank. Adds. Circles out of the group. Get ready to move. Start moving.
exterminate this.
Green group first. Green group on top of your tank in front of the boss.
Confess your sins, lest
Blue group next. Circles move out. Blue group next. Blue group go in front of the boss and so.
confess your sins, lest they
Single target preferably. Good job. Now just run towards the middle of the room. Cannot do anything else, just run to the middle of the room, straight to the middle.
surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
4, 3, 2,
Good job.
Phase 2.
When we get down combat res, move towards the boss. Left side first, ranged on balcony. Watch out, arrows.
Scream for me!
Go through the mirror. Go through the red portal. That's the mirror. Okay, go back now. Finish off the ranged dad.
Scream for me.
Dodge the swords on the ground now. DPS the boss now.
Cut him down.
Watch the arrows. Go through the mirror. Stay here on this side. Hands are up. Left side first.
Cut him down.
Dodge the arrows. Sword, sorry. Make sure you stay alive now. Go through the mirror. Go back now.
Cut you down.
Finish off the ranged dead and I'll kill the boss. Watch the arrows.
Scream for me.
Start moving in towards you. Dodge the swords.
Come on. Feast upon these.
Ads now.
Scream for me.
Go good there. Stay there and kill the ads on the other side.
Scream for me.
Go to the mirror. Finish off the ads here. Ads first always here, guys. We need to stop DPS on the boss completely. Just stop DPS on the boss. Don't touch the boss anymore. Dodge shit.
Stop stacking him with blades.
Don't stop DPSing the boss, guys. Go to the mirror now. Go to the mirror. Finish off the ads here. There's one ad left. Then move to the middle. To the middle now. Everybody to the middle.
No DPS?
Go DPS. DPS now. We're over there. Basically, sorry. Move out with the circles. Move out of the circles. Jump. Move closer to the boss. You'll get knockback. Move out with the circles. Get ready for the route to be cutting free. Actually dodge swords first. The route will be cut now. Not. Timers are off. Right side. Right side. Sorry. Move out of the big explosion. Knockback incoming.
2, 1. Special summon.
After this one, go right side, go back to forward. Okay, heroism. Good job. Should be execute range for everybody now. Knockback, watch out. Don't get knocked off.
Or knocked off.
knockback and swords. Watch out. Hey, run away. Move out with the circles. Another Ravage, that means another third of will be unavailable. Move to the only good spot. Good job, that's a kill.
Or just kill him.
You just needed me the raid.
Thanks, Mighty. Good luck with weapons, guys.
Oh my.
I want my legendary.
Where is loot? How do I get loot?
You just wait. Also, pro tip, you'll get a quest item, that is his sword. Ideally you want to turn in the quest next week, because that awards 700 anima, so that will help you with your weekly 1000 anima quest if you're into that, so you can do it quicker. So you can start the quest, but just turn it in on Wednesday morning after you pick up your Covenant quest. That's ideal, I know, if you're min-maxing.
Again, must pick it prot. Why?
What did you get for prot? Ah, trinket?
Yes.
If you have the trinket,
I have to switch a single target now.
Alright guys, let's move out, switch it to heroic, and get the 3 bosses down on heroic.
Do I have time to make my legendary? Yes,
Of course. Let's take a 5-10 minute break and let's get a portal to warrior boss if the mages wouldn't be hard stoning out.
Sorry mate, I can't trade it.
Yeah, no problem.
Stoner mage, can we have a portal?
No. You have to ask nicely.
And I forgot to do combat logging, so we don't have any logs from this fight. I'm sorry.
I have. Don't worry.
Perfect, thank you, man.
But I don't know how to upload it to your.
Ask for 10 Ron to send it.
You don't need to upload it to a specific account. Just post the link in chat with the login. That's it. All right, so let's take a 10-minute break and switch this back to heroic and kill the 3 bosses. First 3 bosses.
Zuri, it's not normal. 5,000. It's not normal.
What?
It's normal because he was the first one with the raid cooldown in the rotation, so he got to cast it off more than everyone.
That's correct. The first one to cast has advantage.
Because if you look at his spells, he's got like Beacon of Light on the second.
I had 3 divine hymns and 2 salvations, so still it's not normal.
It's probably because it was overlapping, because I was keeping my cooldowns, but they probably overlapped with mine. But I didn't use any raid cooldowns at the start, because I know you guys were doing it in like phase 1.
I did it in the second position. Anyway.
Deci Blue nu țin nici loguri, nu a făcut nici DPS.
De-aia n-am ținut loguri.
Am fost zero la tine.
Lasă că ai coluit, ok. Ai avut 2 tube acolo că nu știai cum am toți DPM-ul bine.
Da, nu.
Dar oricum și-a dat lumea seama că nu-i faza aia, fiindcă veneau liniile, se vedea dacă vin liniile.
Da, adică raidul a corectat această eroare.
Mă uitam la timerele de DPM și de aia. Și plus că la azi eu cel puțin n-am dat deloc în azi. Adică mă uitam unde e lumea, cum e lumea, ce trebuie să dogesc. Adică la azi cred că am fost 0 DPS dacă te uiți la damage done pe cabaliștii ăia. Adică am fost complet penal la...
Acolo am făcut
22% din damage-ul tău s-a dus pe ads.
La cine? La Cătă sau la mine?
Nu, la tine. Și mai exact pe cabaliști. Specific.
Da. 20% zice, dar mai mult, că am dat stai că dă mai puțin damage ca mine, mai da.
Păi da, am dat deci pe cabalista la 340 de K și tu ai dat 280 și am dat mai mult ca tine pe azi, overall.
Deci ce înțelegem din asta?
Mai puțin. că te-a dat doar un boss. Și de-aia trebuie să ne oprim din DPS boss-ul la un moment dat. Ideea e felul următor. El când ajunge la 40% sau când mor toți azii, whichever comes first, trece în faza a treia. Ideal vrei să ai toți azii morți, pentru că dacă trecem faza a treia și avem heads up, azii devin buffed și dau dublu damage, au dublu HP. Și atunci ideal ar fi să omor toți azii înainte să trecem faza a treia. Și de-aia am zis să oprim DPS pe boss, ca să încercăm să omorâm cât mai mulți din azi înainte să ajungem în faza a treia. Și mă gândeam dacă să dăm hero fix la început când ne-am dus în faza a treia, dar mă gândeam că nu e nimeni în execute range, că e egal la 39% sau ceva. Și de-aia am zis hai să așteptăm să taie prima cameră.
Să zic că poate ai uitat.
Mă gândeam, așteptam de 15 secunde să zic hero și tot nu găseam momentul oportun, că pe aia erau chestii de dojuit, pe aia și am zis că n-are sens să dăm hero aiurea, că nu... Na. Iau și o pauză, domne, că cu ochii am mai papă eroic la nenorocire, asta de boss 3 ori înainte de asta, așa că iau o pauză și mă întorc.
Got a gig for ya. How's that back of yours?
Can someone tell me what's the enchant called for haste this patch?
For haste on what?
Gift of haste.
Ring, sorry, ring.
Accord of haste, I think.
Foarte simplu. Nu ești pe Tenet of Haste.
Tenet, thank you.
Tenet.
Tenet is the blue one, Accord I think is the other one.
The small one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or bargain. Tenet and bargain. So of course I got my second this legendary fucking recipe.
Legendary fucking.
Yes. That too.
In 3 days. The next one.
I'm basically done with recipes. Now I just need to craft the bits.
And the cloak one is Tenet as well?
No, that's something with fortitude.
What is
Soul vitality?
You need the leech one, which is called Fortified.
Da?
Soul vitality is just stamina. I don't know what's the other one with
Fortified leech is leech plus stamina. Expedient vitality speed with stamina.
That's the one you need.
Vreau și eu portal sau ceva, sau un.
Ce vreau? Am toți câte
I'm at the summoning stone if someone comes and clicks. Who else
Am
needs
alergat
someone?
înăuntru. Dați înăuntru, că dăm înăuntru. E resetat? Da.
Pe eroic. Asta nu. Bine, da.
Este resetat.
Că el l-a dat. Cred că l-a dat câțiva.
E o poartă deschisă, e normal să fie?
Nu.
Trebuie să dea lead la cineva care nu poate.
Nah, so don't go in the raid.
Da, e la șobolan, deci. Dați-mă și pe mine afară când faceți schimbarea, că mă bat horizon.
Să nu intrați înăuntru, că s-ar putea iarăși să fii salvări cu asta, trebuie să facem pe cineva fresh leader.
Da, faceți reset-ul ce țin și mie ca să ies să intru iar, că mă omoră horzii afară.
Fac eu acum imediat, m-am întors.
Ăștia sunt Castle Nathria. Ce dăm noi acum?
Cine, unde?
Întrebam ce dăm noi acum, dacă dăm Castle Nathria, mă uitam la...
Castle Nathria, dăm.
Bă, dar n-a picat nicio armă la nimeni, deci am omorât boss-ul ăsta de 5 ori.
Poți fă reset-ul, că în 40 de secunde mă...
Am dat reset all instances, dar...
E gata, ai dat?
Da, cine n-a dat eroic deloc săptămâna asta?
Eu, dar nu suntem rai. Eu.
Și eu.
Dați-mi bai.
Cine e în fața instanței?
Și eu, dar dă-mi bai repede și...
Păi, bă, ce caracter ești?
Pă, bulache, dar mă omoară horzi ăștia.
Păi nu dai accept la invite. Unde ești în Bulache? Promotor.
Eroic.
Intră înăuntru, pune pe Eroic.
Și cum dau reset-ul instances?
Click dreapta
Așa,
pe tine,
gata.
resetul instances.
Am dat, intrați.
Și ar trebui să fie la început.
Nu mă lasă să intru. Gata. Ia, vă zic acum dacă e bine.
Spor și înapoi.
E bine, intrați.
E bine că încă n-avem net.
Poftiți.
Ce zici tu, Cipane? De unde e ce?
La scurșat
Păi eu cred că îți dă cineva 3.
He knows time is
Altfel de
De
la
la
Auction
Auction House.
every passing moment. The
Fair
jealous
enough.
power
Bă,
grows.
arată și nouă un rock
Thank
să
you.
spui și mie
Into
puțin.
the
Unde este
maw
acest
must
auction
be
house?
stopped.
Be on your guard.
Stormwind.
Orice brontozaur sau Stormwind.
Alo, ați văzut un calmaro?
Sau inginerii Noribus.
Sau brontozaur în Olympus. Pe partea cu sacul, nu pe partea cu menghina. Menghina cu... Of, Nicovala.
Zuriel pulled an 86 on this kill.
Nu cred că am...
Nice.
High engineering.
I love the other healers being at 25, 20 and 16.
Am I 82 for tanking?
Am intrat
Cheat.
în SP.
Blue Bit, last week Zuri managed to pull a 96.
I did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
But Zuri, you like that...
So that's what top 4% players in the world, right?
Yeah.
No.
With
This is
your
because
item level.
According to
one
item
is,
level, yeah. Adjusted
No one
for
is
item
doing
level.
these bosses with my item level, come on.
Yeah, probably.
It's actually top 4% of the parcels, not the
Of the parses, yeah, of course, of the parses that are being uploaded. The other thing is I'm looking at the numbers, and like I was telling you before this raid, I was just coming from heroic version of this boss, and there like Zuri pulled 4.9k HPS during this fight. On the heroic version of the kill, you need at least 5.5 HPS on all healers to get it down. So just to imagine the difference of difficulty.
If you click player rankings healing, Bulaki and Bluebit are at above 80 for damage dealers that are healing.
Who does that? I probably pressed the health stone at the right time, man.
No, I think it counts your spirit link as well. Not spirit link, the vampiric link or whatever it is.
Okay, yeah. Devouring Plague, Vampiric Dark and Holy Transfusion and Holy Nova. Yeah, but that's just Necrolord shit, so it doesn't really matter. And on damage, we actually got Nago, Deathling, and Teriana, which got really nice scores.
What about healers?
Only Zuri qualified for anything above decent.
Only the usual suspect.
For damage, I mean.
You've skipped over Sato there. Am I 82?
Am dat 83, nu e rău.
Yeah.
Cu 83 sunt semi-mulțumit.
Reanimon ai scos 81 ca damage done.
Știam eu ce știam. Și n-a
Ce
murit
înseamnă
nimeni.
81 din procentaj sau ce?
Înseamnă că ai fost...
Top
Stai,
19%.
Da,
Iar
peste
ai
câți la sută ai fost? La item levelul tău.
La item level 184 cât am eu există, așa ceva?
Da.
Tu ai fost 20, ai scos.
20, adică peste 20% din playerii cu item levelul tău.
Încă nu performă pentru cei...
Ai scos exact la fel ca mine și eu am scos tot 20%. Ca să înțelegi nivelul.
M-a pus CZR-ul să-mi schimb talente și n-am înțeles nimic.
Eu o să insist că e mai bine să rămâi pe ce știi decât pe...
Bă, Zarule, tu rămâi pe ce știi de o lună în pula mea și ești un tank.
Coaie, e o diferență de item level, nu sunt sub tank.
La 24% pe item level-ul tău. Despre ce vorbim?
Fight-ul ăsta este un fight așa de oportun pentru Warlock. Poți să furi damage numai să vrei. Numai să nu dai cabou.
Am văzut, Nago, că Bluebit zicea dați inadul din stânga și când m-am întors la ăla din dreapta era la 30%.
Bă, și eu am dat în el, eu puneam alea pe jos, recunosc. Dar la Hunter ca
să... să dau în mijloc dacă nu erau ambii morți,
Iată.
de-aia îi dădeam de fapt în boss și dădeam splash la rest. După ce am omorât azi.
Deci Lucky are aproape cel mai mare active time din raid.
Deci a făcut ceva mult și inutil.
Bă, serios, nu știu ce se întâmplă. Apeși efectiv cel mai puțin de cel mai puțin DPS buton pe care l-ai, ăla apeși tot timpul. Castezi Rain of Fire single target.
Summon,
Da,
guys, let's get people up for summons.
Ai seed un single target.
No, we are already inside, so if you don't see us, go out and come back in.
What have you done?
Some summons would help.
Yeah, just I said 1 to 3 for summons in raid chat.
Eram atent la logurile lui Cez și am rămas acolo.
The TV disappeared? Where are the warlocks?
The 4K one is coming.
Nu știu,
Okay, open a TV, please.
Let's see what the legendary upgrade does. For me.
E legendara, mă, de 240 ca și gold. 40, 50, cred.
E 235.
235, așa.
Uitați-vă pe damage taken să vedeți cheeserii.
Da.
Ce înseamnă cheeserii?
Aia care mănâncă multă brânză.
Eu nu mănânc brânză de fel.
N-ai zice după cum arată gridul ăla.
Ce invidios, bă. Bă, eu n-am dat boss-ul ăsta, nici pe normal.
Păi sunt pe primul loc la damage taken, normal.
Getting ahead.
Mă gândeam cum să nu fiu aproape de tine. Dar de cine m-a lovit așa tare?
Mă, contează foarte mult dacă ții de la în cap cercuri și în faza 1 și în faza 3, care sunt complet random și... na.
Săbi știu că am luat decât una și nu la kill.
Scuturi. Ce-mi pui mei?
Cum a sărit lumea? Doamne!
Șacalii!
Guys, who's missing summons? Let's get this started. We've been slacking already too much.
I don't know about you, but we've been summoning like crazy here.
I've been assisting summons like crazy. Summon is already pending, Juice?
Exactly, like we summon so much, you were summoning people that already have summons.
30 seconds, and the summon I just got.
Okay, let's clear the trash then.
Question, what reward do we get from the weekly vote if we do enough heroic bosses?
So if we kill 3 heroic bosses, you're gonna get 1 item which is 213 in item level.
E mai
So
mult
it's the
din
same as
Mythic Plus.
in normal?
No, normal is 200, heroic is 213.
Oh, okay.
It's the same like doing a mythic 8. Just in here, let the guy go. Well, you still... the thing is, you get a chance at the weapon, which is dropping from Hungering Destroyer, which is pretty nice, or any of the other items.
Yep.
I mean, it's different stats than from Mythic Plus. If
Ce
obviously for
boși
your
dăm
class.
noi?
We're gonna do Shriekwing, Huntsman, and Hungering Destroyer. Those are the easiest bosses on Heroic, and that's gonna assure us an item in the weekly vault.
Hungering Destroyer is the one with the orbs?
With Miasma, stacking up, spreading on eruptions, and then running to the back when he explodes.
The big ass blue one.
Mutants form a general,
Remember it?
along with a contingent of mortal rabble.
These are exactly the LFR ones if you've done them.
We tire of
În seara asta nu
your
știu ce
breathing to
zic.
Nathria.
10.000 physical damage. Bă, dar de tare trincheta asta.
Recall a similar bluster from
Curios
you
pe
not so
sigur ce
long
are.
ago, Renethor. And we both know how that ended.
Ia să vedem
It
Blood
seems you
Mallet.
failed to learn your lesson. Perhaps I was too lenient.
Auzi, mă, BG?
Known for my
Ăla este procentaj pentru toți cu același item level, indiferent de spec?
Nu, se contează spec-ul.
În dreapta îți ia procentajul de item level.
Am ratat summon. Dacă se mai poate încă o dată summon, vă rog, încet scuze. Că nu se poate.
What was that, Zuri?
Can you dispel red bit, please, faster?
No, he needs to
It's Dickers, only Cremo can do that, but...
Yeah, no, I know.
Don't.
Our mage is like...
Get some fucking druids in the right. Shut the fuck up.
Don't.
I don't know, it's something with the Nathria. Right now I'm sitting at 50 ping. And with the Nathria it was 500.
Let's put a summon stone back up if possible.
Red fire vessel.
Apologies.
We're really in between comps for this boss, so if you feel we have the DPS, we can stay 4 healers. Otherwise, if we think we have very good healing, we can switch one of the DPSs to one of the healers to DPS. We can give it a try like this, but if we don't have...
Yes.
Comes.
Man, when you ask for mage food and mage buff, it's gonna take like 1 hour until it's done. Just be ready for that.
Zuri, if I remember right, Holy Paladins get procs from auto attacks, right?
Yes. No.
From auto attacks, no. From Crusader strikes.
I'm already here, thank you.
You have to choose, man.
It's not
a mage that gives intellect cannot DPS.
Yep.
Okay, guys, let's pull next trash.
Yep. Ia cum să-mi dau la băgat. N-ai voie cu compassion, boss. Am zis.
E bine.
M-a ajutat tot ce ți-a avut.
Nu recunosc nimic.
Tryhards.
La trash.
Da, că altfel ne omoară trash. Ce mi-a făcut? Stai liniștit. Dar cât trebuie să dau scroll până la tine, Deathwing?
Stai liniștit. Eu dau unde contează.
Alright, guys. So, the big difference from normal to heroic. There's actually 2 differences here. If you do remember the white orbs from phase 2, when we need to stay alive, he'll be doing the white orbs in phase 1 as well. So we need to dodge those. The second change is that whenever a white bolt touches you, on top of the fact that it stuns you, it also drops a pool of blood beneath you. So it becomes even more important to dodge the white orbs at absolutely any cost. So 1, dodge the white bolts, and 2, just make sure you hide behind pillars on the Shriek.
So we will do which position?
So when he does spit out the white balls in phase 1, he'll be turning and he will be spitting in a random direction in front of him. So if we're looking at the pillars that are right in front of the boss, instead of tanking the boss in the middle, instead tank the boss stuck to one of the pillars. So if he turns to the raid and spits toward the raid, it will instantly hit the pillar and then bounce back towards where the tanks are at, and then only the tanks need to dodge the balls and not the rest of the raid.
Can avoid them completely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a tactic where you can avoid those 100% of the time.
Can you let me mark?
Sure. Who was that?
Teriana, Andrei.
Teriana.
Yes, of course. There we go.
So if we tank the boss here, meaning the tanks sit exactly like this, the boss is facing us, and everyone sits there, he will automatically cast towards the wall, and the balls will never actually come over here.
Yeah, when the balls will...
the cast, everyone comes here to the tanks to DPS, then we hide, and then we go back to square, to the cross. And this way he does the semicircle towards the wall, it hits the wall, it never comes back far enough to actually hit us near the pillars.
They despawn before they get back to the pillars.
So where do range hide when he does the shriek?
As usual, behind the pillar.
On X. Everyone stacks on X. When he does the random cast, everyone comes here to the tanks.
Yes.
Then he will do the AoE, so we hand behind the pillars, and then we go back to X.
Okay. That's a lot of movement, but sure.
It sounds like a lot of movement. It's not, because you only get like 2 ball waves.
It's less movement than having to be careful to dodge the things, to move out of the things, to get hit
You
by
wanna
the
call
thing.
when we move if you've done this tag before?
And we have to walk to run through him.
Yeah, you just run through him.
It's pretty clean, by the way.
But the most important thing is for people to sit exactly on X, because if he's a bit to the side like this, he might hit one of the pillars, and then it will start getting in the red. So
it's simple. Basically, stack on X, run through him, hide. Stack on X, run through him, hide.
yeah, that's the turn.
Okay.
So now on pool we have first to run.
On pool, the tanks will sit here, and we go to X.
Reanimon?
Mark Teriana with something, so it's easier for people to coordinate around the mark.
Myself, but I have no idea what the...
I'll tell you in a second.
Sorry, Teriana is not a star, he's a nipple.
Don't use nipple, purple, and star.
I just use star, of course.
Use triangle, no, triangle. Use moon or cross.
Moon. Follow the moon then.
Alright guys, let's pull.
One shot.
Raidu se mișcă la X?
Da.
Da.
Am vrut să clarific.
5, 4,
Tu poți dai misdirection, stai și că...
1.
Or yes. The most important thing is to not sit like that.
Am întâlnit asta nimic.
Move out with echolocation just like on normal.
The speech will be coming. Here, take this one. Now move towards the boss. And just keep here to the place.
3, 2, 1.
Let's out with the thing. Now everybody done. And we go back to accepting this.
Two, one, run out.
Scrooge coming in 5.
Watch your
Go to
step.
the boss.
Don't go through the post, just use phantom.
3,
Just reset.
2, 1.
We got pulls on the boss now. Hide.
Two, one. Phase change.
No, did you stay alive? Dodge the boss is near there?
Find shelter.
Ia stai ce ora, așa?
Find
Da.
shelter.
Back to cross, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Back to cross.
3, 2, 1.
Too far away.
Watch your step. 3, 2, 1.
I need to get
Find shelter. Three, two, one. Phase change. Find shelter. Find shelter.
Back across.
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
Lady Herald.
Come to res Herald. That would be awesome.
2, 1.
Do we have come to res?
We should have to.
Watch your step.
There is no one to rest.
3, 2, 1. Find shelter. Watch your feet. 3, 2, 1.
Move out with echolocation.
The boss a little bit back. In the switch on.
Watch your step. 3, 2, 1. Find shelter.
The chamber is ours.
There is a passage beyond the kennels that leads down into the castle's underpinnings. From there, we can reach the anima stores and stem the flow into the maw.
If we are to have any chance against Nathria, we must deprive these most prized possessions. I know the path we must
This
take
trash
to
bag
reach
is
them.
gonna hurt if not if we don't have everyone here. Alright, let's pull.
It's too far away.
Dar de ce ai și ce?
Că-i pe șaman.
Ah.
La trash.
Atât clipul la trash.
Clash of the Titans.
Hai cu BO eu.
Bă, eu vreau doar necu, deci sper să pice.
Saita, is it you that we're hearing some background
Yeah,
noise
yeah,
from?
yeah. It's
Okay.
him.
Yeah, he sometimes changes his voice when you're not listening.
Yeah, he's a guru in real life. Didn't you know?
Yeah, I just put this voice on.
Yeah, this is like Microsoft Voice Simulator.
And at the same time, he goes on the only fans that the monk.
Subscribe to my Patreon. $3 and I'll get her to come talk to you.
Erau tare. Ce-ai pierdut?
DPS-ul.
Când era single target, avea și șansă.
Și druidul. Da, pe de altă parte, voi sunteți druidul și warlock-ul le au gratuite, în timp ce ursulețul și decaul le au pe cost pe Running Powers și Rage.
Da, vezi că la urs e instant.
Da.
So we can advance to the lower levels of the castle.
Pierd jumătate de
Că vezi că vin Shadow Priest din spate.
Nu știu, m-aș juca doar din cauza Isei, mi-aș face
Ce să zică și Blue
De la mine am văzut când sunt oameni.
Setează-ți ăla, setări grafice diferite între raid și single.
Da, am calculatorul și am avut timp și eu.
Escape, video, spell
Să-ți dai seama că nu acum, niciun caz acum.
Scoate spell efecturile și pune numai pentru tine. Oricum nu te ajută cu nimic să vezi 5 milioane de fluturare pe ecran.
Okay, guys, so the couple differences from normal is that
Trebuie summon, da?
So the major differences from normal is that the arrow shots that the boss is doing is gonna leave a ticking debuff on you. Ideally, which will do a lot of damage. So ideally, you want to make sure you want to dodge those arrows. And in the second phase, we're gonna have 2 shades of Varghest that will be spawning. So we want to have assigned people to CC those shades in order to get it to keep it CC'd, and then ideally when we're about to kill the shades, we want to group them together on top of each other so we can maximize DPS.
Mulțumesc.
So who wants to CC?
Can you remove the marks, please?
Yep.
I can see someone.
Are you expecting me to volunteer to sheep the shade?
That's exactly what I'm expecting.
Ah, okay. Then I'll do it, Bluebit.
So you want the shade to be gripped over the other.
Correct. So when we're about to switch to shades, ideally we want to grip both shades together and cleave them down while interrupting or stunning the casts. So what we want to do in phase 2 is try and keep the boss somewhere at Skull, try and spawn the first set of shades with Barghest over at green, and then the second shades of Barghest over at yellow. If we don't kill Barghest within 2 sets of shades, it's gonna get more tricky as we're gonna miss out some DPS. But let's see how that goes. Any questions here?
What does the first actually? What does the non-normal? Okay, there is no additional one.
The first ad will do a charge on someone, which is a big red circle, which needs to be soaked. So that means at least 5 people need to be in it. The second ad will spawn 2 shades instead of just 1
Nobody
shade.
knows the differences.
Sorry, I thought there is one new ad, but I was
no. The
There's the
difference are
general
that the
increased
first
damage.
pet will also leave a bleed on people that soak it.
Okay.
The second pet will also do some AoE when he summons the shade and has 2 dogs.
2 shades, yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
And the third ad, when the tank moves him and does raid AoE damage, it's gonna be far more raid AoE damage than normal.
Crimo. O să dau CC în general pe mobul cel mai apropiat de boss, ca să nu ne încurcăm.
Ok, perfect.
Fiind în mini.
Ce mai e ready zilele noastre pentru ce urmează?
Everyone's ready. Full intent. By the way, in phase 2, like on normal, everyone on the boss
5,
until we call for shades.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You can stack these 2 together. The raid needs to be spread out a little for the arrows.
Nothing escapes my sight. Marble, make them bleed.
That needs to be soaked unless you bubble.
Want to just stay in the raid or?
We do.
Yeah, the point is that you might not want to.
Arrows stand still, the rest dodge them.
Nothing escapes my sight. Marble, make them bleed. Nothing escapes my sight. Marble, make them
Incoming.
Stage!
We can spread back now.
Move to circle.
has your name. Nothing escapes your death.
In Barghest incoming, hold the DPS stay on boss.
Barghest,
DPS the boss. Try and put the first shades over at green if possible.
I have enough food for everyone.
Red soul up, yours. Move the boss over a bit so we don't AoE cheat. Thank you. That's enough.
This bones
Move to diamond.
Someone quick. I'm on cooldown, someone in the trap. Yeah, thanks to the boss.
Casting. Still casting. Broke is casting.
We need to switch the shades. Rip the far one in. Rip the far one in. Shades casted. And that's fine. So I think that was a little unlucky with the spawn of the shades, but other than that, we did good with moving fast and stuff.
They would have been too close.
The pet could be a bit farther away, like towards yellow or the yellow anyway, just to be safe.
Okay, sure thing.
The dogs always spawn to the left and right of the ad, so it was a bit too close to the boss. And that seemed like if someone has volley, like an aimed shot just went from the boss to the ad.
Nu joc cu volei la fight-ul ăsta.
Ce? Să te duci în direcția greșită.
Cu ce se fac?
Someone broke the polymorph on the other ad as well.
I have some bad news for you, Just. It was Halo which broke the CC.
Oh.
Shit.
I know, because I know you use that for healing, so...
Let me this...
Actually, yeah, we can see CC breaks.
I mean, if you can avoid using Halo,
yeah. 3 CCs, okay.
I'll stop using it. I did not know.
No worries. Because the positioning seemed fine, that's why I was curious why it broke.
Bă, cu ce fac și eu bani, mă, în jocul ăsta?
Cu ce să-l vinzi pe Just la ranuri?
Să-mi iau și eu legendara aia, gras.
Farmezi piei și le vinzi, dacă vrei. Cea mai simplă metodă.
Farmezi piei?
Da.
Ok. Mai bine farmezi flori sau?
Can we get a feast down?
No, sunt nesimțite prețurile la leather.
Let it fit?
Vezi că nu-s pe server cu noi, s-ar putea să aibă alte prețuri.
La noi
foarte
ieftine.
Îmi vine greu să cred.
Foarte
sau la
ieftine,
voi nu este leather-ul
ceva
rad.
genul.
Hai să facem
Mă
afaceri.
refer la mizeriile de heavy hide-uri.
De drums.
Heavy hide-urile care se folosește să și pentru enchanting ca să faci legendarele să vând foarte scump la noi.
Bine, hai că o să-mi fac leather-ul.
Aici sunt oscilații, îți dau exemplu, miercuri când mi-am făcut legendara de 235, costa 60.000 și până seara, am avut răbdare dau cu băieții, înainte de raid, era 28.000.
Serios? Așa
mă uit la mine în
mai ieftin să
rank 3 este 300.000 să-l cumpăr.
Exact, de-aia e mult mai ieftin.
Și eu trebuie să mi fac pe aia 235 acum, de asta zic.
Da, clothurile sunt mult mai ieftine. I-am dat
Altfel,
clothul de
banii întotdeauna o să faci, poate nu gârlă, din mâncare, din enchanturi și din flash-uri. Aia nici eu nu
Vând fishing bot cu 100 de euro.
Ce vinzi?
Un fishing bot cu 100 de euro.
Mă fut eu, mi-e scut singur. Dau drumul la piton, click pe move și gata.
Everyone's ready. Full intent. Same tactic, just a bit spread out so we
5,
What has the never done to you?
3, 2, 1.
Begin. Nothing escapes my sight.
Soak, circle in the raid. Jump.
This bones has your name. Nothing escapes my sight. Margot, make them
Soak.
This boat has your name. Your death will not be as Vargas. Come.
Yes, stay on boss.
I had enough boats.
Where is the picture of friend, by the way?
Lag spike.
Shades incoming. Get ready to CC.
I got it.
CC shade.
Please tell me with 10 seconds before.
This boat has your name.
One face, it's closer to you. When you close it, we're going to slow. And we'll close the other boat as well.
Red salt. Good job.
I had enough boats.
Okay, get ready to grip. 5 seconds. Switch to shades. Nuke on the shades. Move Vargas away. Move Vargas away. Okay, we're a bit slow on DPS. We're gonna get new shades now. Switch to boss immediately after this. CC new shades.
Range.
This boat has your name on it.
I failed. Re-CC green, please. My trinket jumped on it. Fuck.
Red salt.
Yeah, now you can CC it. Thank you. No more dots.
It's a wipe, I think.
It's a wipe.
Soul reach the boss.
My pets will enjoy another successful hunt.
I need to get box near the shades when they spawn. Otherwise, the new shades spawn wherever the fuck they want.
Okay, someone's left eye to see the rooms here.
Because they have a huge health pool, and if they stayed CC'd, they get a debuff that they take increased damage. So if they stay CC'd for like 20 seconds, they take 500 or 600% extra damage.
It's thousands actually.
Or whatever, sorry, yeah, I don't know the numbers, but you get the point.
You get.
I
Look
think
at the
it was
number.
1,000 per stack.
Mai e loc de un DPS?
Ce-ai pățit, boss?
Poftim?
Ce-ai pățit?
Pisică, așa, ceva nasol. Trebuie să mă duc până la veterinar acum. Da, bine.
Deci vii acum la raid sau mai încolo?
Da, nu, pot să... Am ajuns acasă. Pot să-mi dai invite pe Ice de Fex. Da, ajuns să mă vă rog?
5 gold.
Avem.
Doar știam ca manager.
Impresar se cheamă.
Nu, că ai cerut înseamnă că îi și gestionezi, deci ești un fel de manager.
Și vezi, Blubit, că de la impresar ai doar impresiile, atât.
Ah, scuză-mă. Fist?
Man.
Dau eu atunci. Opa. Păi ce vorbești? Facem progres, nu?
Asta sigur îl dăm, cu motorul să fie mai greu cu mișcarea.
Mie mi se pare mai greu ăsta decât următorul, sincer.
No, până în față nu mi-am.
Ok, reminder not to use my trinket. Nah, I used it, but I thought... never mind.
You have the 40-yard range trinket?
It's this one.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay, ready check. Let's get this going while it's hot. Okay, everyone's ready. Pull in 10. Remember to spread out a bit.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Begin. Nothing escapes my sight. Margot, make them bleed. This foe.
Careful with the arrows.
Have enough so? Margot, make them bleed. I have enough souls for everyone. Margot, make them
Soak in the raid. Okay.
This boat has rocket.
Careful with the arrows.
Not these Vargas.
Those 2.
I need to get closer. Nothing escapes my sight.
Rip stall.
Vargas.
Commands.
Shades. CC shades.
Nothing escapes my sight. This boat has
Rip soul. Prepare to move to shades. 5 seconds. 3. Go to shades, grab the other one. The shades. Back to boss.
My bad.
I didn't hold the new sheets by the way, so I'm sorry about that.
And I saw it too late. No, I didn't use the trinket, just I hexed it too late. Well, if someone thinks can do a better job.
Bă, m-aș băga, mă, dar la mine trebuie să arunc cu trapul și dacă nu-l nimeresc, am supă.
Da,
nu e vorba de asta, că trapul meu nu e on target. Eu îl arunc, dacă îl dau pe lângă, tu așa dai point and click. E de trap.
Păi, ideea este că dacă stau unde stă tot raid-ul, n-am rage să dau hex, așa că stau undeva unde shade-ul mi-apare în spate. Dacă nu mi-l anunță nimeni, îl văd greu și asta s-a întâmplat acum, dar nu e o problemă, o să fiu mai atent.
Okay, guys, freezing trap. They take increased stacks from multiple types of CC, so there's absolutely no issue if you throw a freezing trap on top of the mage polymorph.
So is it intended to have multiple CC?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because you gain more stacks, you kill them quicker then.
Then I can hex.
I mean, if you and Terriana hex the close to the melee ones and the hunters and the mage CC the farther away one, then we get even more stacks and they die quicker, and
And-
we lose less DPS time.
And if you throw if you throw a scare beast on them, that also counts.
Olei, scare beast pe bară pe ăla.
Only hard CC.
Oh, only hard 60 adds stacks?
Only hard CC at stacks, yes.
Ah, okay.
Personal food, no feast this time?
Este vorba despre shade-urile aia înalte de dulei, da?
Corect, adică dulou din stânga pe care îl tanchează Sergiu scoate două fantome. Despre alea două vorbim.
If anyone else except me and Mighty who's help healing the damn shades, go better. Because right now just me and Mighty are healing the shades. And healers can pay a bit of attention to the actual debuff because I cannot get myself to 4 HP before the bite.
N-am auzit ce pane, mai zi o dată, te rog.
Ce este vorba de shade-urile aia care arată ca Huntsman-ul, da? Alea înalte.
Yep.
Nu.
Sunt cei care arată ca câinele, doar că e alb în loc de culoarea câinelui. Da.
Bine.
You put feast or we... No, personal food. Blame Cremo for that.
Yep. I still have my food though.
Yeah, but you're not ready from what it seems.
Yeah, I'm disconnected. What the fuck? Do you hear me?
We hear you, but you're not ready in game.
Yeah, the game disconnected. I don't know what happened.
Slacker mage, hurry up.
I failed my fan base on Twitch.
Ce mișto ăsta, are airbag între scaune. Ca să nu te dai cap în cap cu ceilalți pasageri.
Incorrect. No, glory is good.
I'm here.
For it.
Alright guys, pull in 10, let's focus, let's get this kill done.
Yeah, boy.
Dăm în raid, nu?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Took that.
Need to soak.
Has your name. Make them bleed. Make them bleed.
So, jump.
This foe
Move to diamond.
Your death will not be as quick. Vargas, come! I'm out of
Phase 2.
Nothing escapes my sight. Vargas! Rend their souls.
Shades up.
What the fuck? I'm disconnected. disconnected again.
Broke twice.
Am văzut un shot în el. Unde n-am.
Throw on a trap or something. I cannot see that now.
Cooldown pe Hex.
Și am cooldown pe trap.
Close one broke. Close one broke. Okay, let's try.
Eu cred că ai ieșit.
If you're dropping them, make sure you don't select them for auto attack as well.
Da, da, exact.
Ai vrut să-i spargi pista.
Păi văd 3 Hunter. Deci tu ai spart de 2 ori, 6 deodată spart.
And I got the seed and my macros and binds were removed. That's cool.
Log out, reload.
Yeah, log out, relog in, and you should have them.
Give me a sec. Ah, they are not saved either. Shit. Can you give me a sec to do this, please? So I can hex
Yeah, of
properly.
course. 1 second passed. Are you ready?
Yes, of course.
People breaking the CCs. That's the fuss.
Unde pula ești?
Yeah, the only difference is that on normal you can survive an ad breaking out of CC, you can just heal through it. In heroic that just kills you because it leaves a ticking dot on you and it kills the raid off. Yeah, it's more punishing mechanic. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm logging out now.
I still blame the mage.
Mamă, ce tank e.
Cine?
Mă uit la crash tests
Iar tu ești la Bentley?
pentru 2020. Și pământ de flori.
Itule, zici când ești.
I'm here and I'm eating.
Cine e cu adevărat? Cine suntem?
Sunt ok, dar Adriana e la baie.
Eu m-am... Bike s-a întors mai repede ca tine.
Când suntem?
Mi-am făcut 2 macrouri și 2 keybind-uri.
Când suntem?
Și-am dat și un logout. Să m-am mișcat destul de
Ce
repede.
pane? Perfect. Everybody's ready? Full in 10?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The hunt begins. I have enough food for everyone.
to stone.
Has your men nothing escapes my sights. Margot, make them
Soak, 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 soak. Don't run away.
nothing escapes my sights.
Sorry, Mike.
Margot, make them bleed.
Bă, ce are, mă? Mi s-a stricat procul.
Can we get a combat res on Manes?
This boat has your man.
Thank you,
Your
Mihai.
death will not be as Vargas, come.
Phase 2.
I'm out of range. Nothing escapes my sights.
Shades in 3 seconds. Get ready to CC, please. Red Soul is up, healers. Shades up, CC.
This boat has your name on
He broke.
My pets will enjoy gnawing your bone.
Wipe again.
Escapes my
What is the CC breaking?
Fireball.
It's Grimo and Bluebit.
What?
But Grimo broke 2 of them. Fireball.
How can I see that?
2 fireball.
Hai
On
dat
Shades of-
fireball în ele.
On Shades of Vargas, he did a fireball.
Fuck me, kick me out.
Yeah, man, wait. I'll kick you right now, yeah. Here. There you have it.
but-
Kick over the face.
Yeah, but me, Conte, and Redbit were actually breaking Sundering debuff on Margor, which was P1. We didn't touch Shades. Cremo was the only one to break Shades.
Am uitat așa un pic la și a zis, mamă, ăsta e furtună.
Margor.
Eu nu înțeleg cum am dat pe shade-ul ăla, că nu l-am targetat. Eu dau hex pe celălalt shade, coaie. N-am avut target pe ăla niciodată, eu nu înțeleg ce se
Celălalt ai
întâmplă.
castat.
Dați-mi kick din right fără
Hero images.
Nu dau damage alea.
Momentan îți luăm din DKP-ul ăla și mai vedem.
Uite, te
serios,
mănâncă
dacă-
ravasaurii și ți-am luat sufletul.
Dacă mai failez o dată, dați-mi kick fără nicio
Rămân fără mâncare.
M-am săturat eu de cât am failat, adică...
Hai, stai calm. We will do it.
Așa e la progres, mă.
N-am macro de fireball. Nu are ce să fie, e doar... Nu știu.
Ai macro cu slash cast fireball?
Singurul mouse over pe care l-am e de flame strike și nu...
Okay, ready, check.
Vezi că a scris.
Isa? Okay, everyone's ready. Pull in 10.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The gate is too far away. Nothing escapes my sight. Margot, make them believe.
Move to stone.
Has your name. Nothing escapes my sight. Margot,
Soak.
make
You're in the middle. Decide where you want to go.
This boat has your name on it. Your death will not be as August. Come.
Phase 2.
Have enough boat forever.
Shades in 5 seconds. The soul is up. Shades in 2.
August.
Shades up.
This boat has your name on it. So nothing against my
Get ready to shades. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. To shades. Go to moon. Perfect. Put them down. Good job. Go back to boss. Red soul. Okay. Shades up.
This boat has your name on it. Have enough boat
Red soul.
Stop DPSing buzzer.
No, you can just DPS the boss. Just go for it. Okay, go to shades, Get ready. 3, 2, rip the other one. Keep the shades down.
Moving that one stack.
Defense.
Perez, please. Move out with the big circles. Move out with raid.
This boat has your
Dodge the arrows.
executed. Shut up.
Press the tank. CR the tank.
Nothing escapes my This boat
Move to center.
has your name.
Bun, era bad.
No damage. So what did Red die from?
Raw damage from
Noi nu trebuie să batem petul aici?
He had too many stacks.
They share health pools, so
They share
if-
health pools, okay.
So you can please both them down.
That was an impressive deal.
Was a good try. I'm gonna put down a feast when I get there, just so you guys know.
What
Simți
did we do
skill-ul?
wrong?
Yeah, we feel it.
You're slacking.
Dar nu înțeleg de ce a murit tankul.
Avea cam multe stack-uri, adică era cam mare pentru.
Sta death, right death.
Păi am fost mort 10 secunde, cum să nu stăm de stack-uri?
Păi
Da.
nu, prima dată cum ai murit. Stai. Prima dată cum ai murit.
Raw damage.
Ok.
Pur și simplu dacă catul ăla de bike care îl dă el, avea un stack pe el și eram la un sfert de HP și am murit.
Păi și nu are sens să faceți, să schimbați sau ceva?
Nu. Poți să schimbi, nu, poți să-l ia el.
Ai luat 35.000, ai luat 2 hituri de 35.000 una după alta. Ești sigur că n-avea stack-uri pe el atunci?
Ce? Când o da bite-ul?
Da.
Un pipi?
Mișcam la fiecare stack, mă, n-ai văzut
Da.
care micuț.
Mă duc la pipi.
Fist down? Okay, thank you, Isa. So let's make this try count then. I think most of us start work again tomorrow.
Nu am luat, nu știu unde vezi, 2, 35. Să vedem, prima oară când am murit.
Ai luat 34.700 mili și după aia 3 secunde mai târziu încă 35.200, din care 20.000 overkill.
Am venit.
Și în alea 3 secunde ai primit doar 8.000 healing.
Mă vinde. Ba nu, Zorie, big.
Was just looking at why Redbit was dying. He got 235k hits from the mob in 3 seconds. And only a big heal from you, yeah.
We can try it some other way. Saya, you take the pet because you don't actually need to sit in
Let's not
concentration.
change anything. Let's not change anything, please.
At this last phase, we can easily change. Let him take the pet. He doesn't need consecration, and I can just sit still. Basically, I'm losing about 18% damage reduction from moving around.
Al câtelea pe heroic e ăsta?
Yeah, pick up the third pet. Saya, you here? Saita. Yeah, just take the third pet. Maybe we'll put the rock on it.
Use the hellstone.
Check. Is small bladder guy back? Not yet. Waiting for small bladder guy.
It was 3 seconds. Sorry.
Yeah, but that was more than your HP anyway. I mean,
Yeah, I took 1 hit, 34.
Heck.
Then 3 seconds pause. Then
Okay,
another.
guys, let's pull. 110. Let's focus. Make this a kill.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Have enough foes for everyone. Margot, make them
Move to stone.
has your name on it. Nothing escapes my sight. Margot, make them bleed. for everyone. Marble makes them bleed. This your death will not be as Vargas. Come.
Phase 2.
I have enough votes for everyone.
Shades in 5. Shades in 2.
Vargas. Cleanse their souls.
See shades.
Have enough votes for everyone. I have enough votes. This vote has your name on it.
Get ready to go to shades. 5 seconds. 3. Rip it. Keep shades down.
Soul.
Back on loss. Use health stones. Shades are up.
Nothing escapes my sight.
Wait with the combat res. This
foe has your name.
Broke again. Broke again.
Nothing escapes my
What this is nice.
My pets will enjoy noise.
No. When I was when I get to grip, then I.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was too far away.
Le-a spart, dar nu pe astea care s-au spart acum, le-a spart pe alea care le-a dat grip, care trebuia să le spargă.
Da.
Băieți, ceau, eu nu mai dau.
Ceau, Ceapi.
Noapte bună.
Noapte bună.
We're gonna give it at least one more try. I'm gonna put Feast down.
What happened to Chupi?
He went to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Două joburi, știi ce zic?
Te cred.
Ce?
He got CC'd.
Do we still have yes?
Yeah, we should. The boss scales down.
We are 16.
Everyone's ready. 110.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The hunt begins. I have enough foes. Margot, make them bleed. This foe has your name on it. I have enough foes forever. Margot, make them bleed. Nothing escapes my sight. Margot, make them bleed. This stones has your name. Your death will not be as quick. Vargas, come on. I need to get closer.
Phase 2.
Nothing escapes my sight.
So, shades in 3.
Vargas, cleanse their souls.
Shade CC.
This boat has your name. Nothing escapes my sight. Nothing.
Get ready to go on shades. 5 seconds. 3. Grip. Go on shades. Stun them, stun them, stun them. Cast wind off. Okay, go back to boss. CC shades new.
This boat
Move to diamond.
Nothing escapes my sight.
Riptop.
Nothing escapes my sight.
Okay, go on shades. Go on green. Go on grip, grip the other. Grip the other. Okay. Stun them.
We are full.
Herald.
You can move him one.
Wow, circles.
This boat has your name. Shut up,
Is health explosive available?
Try to not block us in with those traps on the ground.
Shut up, Nothing escapes my sight. This boat has your men.
Use personal healing cooldowns if you have any. Follow the circles. Use a combat res if you have it. On who? Say whoever. Isa.
This boat has your men.
Take it so I can heal.
Had enough boats for everyone. This boat
Move to diamond.
Good job.
Yes.
I've been noticing a trend on the meter, Crimo. I think you are tired.
I will not try it anymore.
Mighty if you don't need it, but I'm sure you have lower.
Bă, da să mă fut în ele de conduite, că sunt încărcat și când le văd că pică, am impresia că îmi pică iteme.
I think people had to go at 12 o'clock, so I think we're gonna have to call it because we won't have enough
Way
time in
ahead
15
we're
minutes
fraught
to
with danger, but we
kill
must
the next
reach
boss.
those anima stores.
So I'd be kindly asking for a portal back to our boss and thank everyone for coming to tonight's raid.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you for carrying us.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.